How and why you should worship your only begotten Son, aka your own character, your own self-expression, your own inner light, and things like that, or learning how to worship your own mind and mentalities. So everybody can realize, everybody, you have certain ideas, certain constructs, certain concepts, certain thoughts and feelings that are in your mind, your spaceship, right? And you as a spirit observer who is nothing, you're paying attention, observing them, giving your energy away to them, whether that's Islam, whether that's Hinduism, whether that's the philosophy of rationalism, or Shintoism, or Taoism, or Buddhism. All these are different spaceships, different intellectual properties that was constructed by someone. So these thoughts and ideas that you're having right now in your mind were all given to you. These are the begotten children of someone else. These are other people's character, and you as a spirit observer ended up adopting them because you're still a baby spirit, learning how to fly your own mind, your own spaceship through these other religion and these different constructs which everybody need. They know what to do, what not to do. That's why we all have a father and a mother, and that's why we share a lot of similarity with them physically and metaphysically too. So a lot of these religions, a lot of these governments, a lot of these policies, and even other people, what they do is construct ideas, thoughts and feelings, ways of viewing reality. And what they do is come up with a name or a title for that intellectual property they came up with, and they take the intellectual property, they build it, and they sell it to other people. They invite other people to join their mindset, their own mentality, like how Christians and Muslim and Jews like invite other people to their religion, or other people come learn about their own religion. This is almost like you walking through the door to walk inside someone else's mind. And the deeper you go inside that mind, the more details, the more information, the more mental loop-to-loops you have to go through to understand the mind in a full coherent way. But a lot of people cannot reach that conclusion because a lot of this mind, mentality, intellectual property were designed by astrology. So a lot of people do not even believe in astrology, which disconnect modern day religion from reality, because modern day religion was created by astrology. So astrology is a prerequisite for you to even understand Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, and all these things. The people at the bottom of the tree who don't understand everything, they don't understand that. But the people who invented these things, they know exactly where all these things come from. It came from them studying nature and how nature transformed itself from the spring season to the summer season to the fall season to the winter season. And they took all these different attributes, these different concepts that they learned from external reality, and constructed religions, theology behind them, and things like that. This is why a lot of these ideas, these minds, these spaceships that people explain, why do they believe in, they actually real, because how they came up with it came from somewhere else that is so real that we all experience subconsciously. So we have no choice but to say, hey, your religion real, but at the same time I could say it's fake. Both of it, it's real and fake, but you have to understand why is it real and why is it fake. It's real because they used the nature, astrology was outside of them to construct and come up with it. This is what makes it real. But what makes it fake, that it's an offspring of what they learned from the external reality, aka astrology, and they attempted to make it micro, encapsulate into something smaller, something less complex, less intense, and things like that. This is why they have degrees in masonry, and this is why you can't just start at 33 degree and you have to start the first degree and climb up your way slowly, just like how you're a child learning slowly how to walk, and through learning how to walk you learn how to use your other body systems, your other organs, and things like that. Same idea. So what all these governments, these religions, these people done is come up with an intellectual property, a mind, a spaceship, and then they start selling it for other people. This is why you could look at everybody in the world, they believe similar things, whether it's related to religion, God, theology, geographical location. This tells you they all, from a mental point of view, a metaphysical point of view, they are in one area, in esoteric realm. This is why everybody who's Muslim, they act the same way, just the same way, say the same words. Why? Because they are practicing a mind, a mentality in the fourth, fifth, sixth dimension, and they bringing all those esoteric rituals to the same rituals and spells throughout their body, whether it's the prayer to the mosque, whether it's the fasting, whether it's all these different things. And this applies to everybody, whether you're a liberal, whether it's your Catholicism, whether you're capitalism. You're gonna end up playing out certain ritual with your physical body that tells us what mind state that you are in. So it's important to learn how to worship your own mind, your only begotten Son, so you could maximize your result. What happens when you worship other people begotten son, their own character, their own self-expression, their own business, which you do is give your energy away to them, and what they end up manifesting things into physical reality based you becoming aware of their what they created. For example, Andrew Tate, a lot of people hate on him, a lot of people call him misogynist and all these things, but pay attention to what he's doing. He's garnishing, he's consuming everybody awareness, everybody metaphysical energy, their good ideas about him, their negative ideas about him. All that does not matter because you're giving your awareness to him, and through your awareness, he takes that through a funnel through his Hustle University program or whatever. Remember, it's not good or bad. It's all these are systems and these are ways of people hustling you out of your own energy. I do it, you do it, everybody do it. So don't be mad. So he does that and transmute everybody awareness into money, richness. It doesn't matter whether you give him good attention or bad attention at the end, because he understands that he's influencing people through his words, thoughts, ideas, creating his own character. And people, even to this point, people adopted Andrew Tate character. They want to act like him. Why? They want to praise his own character because they feel like his character has something they don't have. But that they don't have. But that's not the point. The point is for you to learn how to create your own character, your only begotten son, so you can worship it and praise it. For example, you could say, I want to be a businessman, a rapper, and things like that. Now you gave up with a certain idea, a thought, and then you need to come up with a feeling and emotion. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to connect with it? And make sure the thought, the logic is strong enough and is very structured. And then you want to also make sure the feeling and emotion is a good emotion behind. There's a good reason why you want to do it with this man. And then together, the man, the thought, the logic, and then the woman, the feeling, the emotion come together, get a mind, aka a church, aka a spaceship, aka a family, whatever you want to call it. And this creates strength. Why? Because the man will have the women, which is going to prevent it from getting distracted from other females, aka other emotions and feelings from the external world and the internal world, because he's devoted to this one female. And the female won't get distracted and enticed by other people, masculine thought, logic, intellect, and forms of wealth. Why? Because she's united, and she wants to be with this masculine thought that represent this image. So the image, the frequency, but also the women, the feeling, the vibration, bringing them together. So from that point on, now you have all this metaphysical energy. You have the spaceship of what you want to do, where you want to be, where do you want, how do you see yourself, how much money you want to make, where do you like how much you travel, all these things. You want to spend time building that image of where you want to go. Like, what is your higher ideals? Like, ask yourself, what is your goals, and then construct a mind, a spaceship, which is obviously unseen energy. Now this is the part where you, as a spiritual person, have to take full responsibility of what you gave birth to metaphysically from your mind. It's like how in Greek mythology you see different, like Zeus giving birth to his children from his head. You do the same thing. You just are not aware of it, and even if it's explained to me, you would either think it's disgusting, weird, or retarded. So, but that's what the Greeks were speaking about. So after you create the mind, that spaceship, what you want to do is make sure that you pay attention to it. You don't want to let go of these things that you just created. You want to make sure that you're always paying attention to it from day to day, from second to second, hour to hour, year to year. And that will let you know how quickly you could actually bring it down to reality, because what you end up realizing, a lot of us, we cannot pay attention, observe our only begotten son majority of the time. We end up getting distracted by other people's feelings, thoughts, and ideas from work, your family, your friends, the government, the news, and all these are distracting. They're shooting esoteric lights at you. So as you're trying to pay attention to your character, your only begotten son, you can. Why? Because everybody's shooting at you different thoughts, different feelings, but now you have to be responsible and uphold it. Take responsibility. Utilize that spring Orion energy and fight for it and take responsibility and learn how to exalt it, aka pay more attention to it, aka the summer season energy. And then from there, you want to also learn how to let go of the things that's gonna help you to go further, aka relationship, aka transform it, aka broader philosophical reason behind it, and all these things. That's a fall season energy. And then from there, you know, also utilize the winter season energy. You wanted to transcend death and things across this line. You want to be able to, even if people give death to your own idea, you want to be able to still give it life. Spring season, it doesn't matter if everything dying inside you, the idea is still alive. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be so aware of whatever you gave birth to metaphysically that you take responsibility for it, and make sure that maybe today you feel depressed. You don't allow depression expression, that energy you're just experiencing, bring that energy, that goal, the idea, the mind down too much. You don't want to say have a happy day and then you take the mind, the mentality that you could, and they exalt it too far, so now everybody's attacking it. You don't want to go through and experience the forces to let go of it and say maybe I want to do something new. Now you're practicing the fall season energy in a wrong way, and you're forgetting to uphold it, but utilize the fall when necessary to get rid of what is not necessary anymore. So all this simply deal with your awareness, your ability to pay attention to what you truly desire, and preventing yourself from getting distracted. But it all becomes a question: are you responsible for what you produce from your mind, or do you just produce it and let go of it and get distracted and then come back to it later on? You want to be able to develop this. Christ Jesus, your inner light, your character, your only begotten Son, had a deep relationship with the church. But a lot of people do not understand the church. They think the church deal with it like, oh, the Catholic Church and what's outside of you. Yes, that is true, but all these things would create external from the internal world. The first church was your body, is your 7 chakras and things like that. So you need to learn how to